Now, big story coming in through from a man known as Indy Kyler. And Indy Kyler is really an award-winning account in there for you. And I tell you what, he has been one of those spot-on journalists into this summer transfer window. And across all teams, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, in there, he has been really on point. And we really have a story of him telling us that United are set to bid for Lucien Agoumé in there for you. And for those that have been chasing in or been following up this guy, I really came here and really broke down everything yesterday for you. And I think we really got to know that he is a brilliant lad and he's a talent that United needs to reckon with in as far as bolstering that midfield is really concerned. Tom Hinton hint has also been dropped, and I feel like you guys are set for a very beautiful video this evening. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And let's obviously get into this. Yesterday I told you that United are into Lucien Agoumé, who plays for Sevilla CDM, and he can play as a box-to-box midfielder, and that means he ticks all the boxes for a double pivot player that we want, because he can play with any of the midfielders that we're really having at Manchester United. As I told you, we need at least one more midfielder who really turns or who really covers huge spaces in there for the club of Manchester United. In all what we are doing, that's what we need to obviously do in here to see to it that all goes on well as planned. So hope you guys are really having fun, and let's obviously start it off with this story of United are to bid £22 million, £26 million for Lucien Agoumé. Reports breaking in. Now, I don't know why they're obviously going in for this, yet the guy has a release clause of £35 million. You understand? And maybe the news or the source of the news might be scanty, but I want to let you know that this guy has been really very credible in here onto this summer transfer window. And for Lucien to be costing £35 million, I told you it's just the normal price of any player. If at all you've been following up these summer transfer windows in there, for it's just the normal, it's just the new normal. And you just have to get to know that if at all you can get him at £35 million and he looks as he looks, then it's good to obviously go on, because in the La Liga, every player's contract has a release clause, you understand? And they brought him in from, is it Torres, and he signed for Sevilla, and he has been really looking good. And very many teams have been scouting out for him. I told you Arsenal, one scout for him, and very many others have been really looking up to him. And the player is really decent. He's a decent midfielder that you need to obviously give respect and really look at and really understand that, oh yeah, he's really one of those that is ready to obviously take us to the dreamland in here onto the United Matters channel. Now, the earlier the better. The earlier the better. I know we really have other options in there for you. Home Midland is there, you know. And Lucien is also one of those to look up to into this short period of time that is left to see to it that we really jet straight into the closure of the summer transfer window. The summer transfer window has seen Man United bring in Cunha, you know, they've brought in Brian Mbeumo, and they've gone ahead to bring in another player called what's his name? Benjamin Sesko. 3 players in. And why I love the transfer of this lad a lot is that get him in to obviously play in that midfield, because I believe that's the level of a centimeter that we need, you know. Get him in. He's still a raw diamond, learning on the job, though he has obviously gone ahead obviously prove himself a lot. And then go ahead and maybe use some more money to get you a goalkeeper that you want. That's what United should be doing right now. And I don't think that it will obviously not happen the right way we want. It will obviously go the way we want it. A midfielder will get in, and if the manager needs in a new goalkeeper, he'll obviously get in through. And when I've gone ahead to obviously watch this guy a lot, and I'm talking about Lucien, and when you look at Sevilla, you know, in their opening game, they played in the La Liga. You get? They went ahead to draw. Where is Sevilla? 17th August. Sevilla lost to Athletic Bilbao 3-2. That's the fixture that they really went ahead to obviously play in there. And how did they fare? You know, Lucien was the goal scorer even, you understand? So Lucien Agoumé came up and obviously scored a goal, and it came in through around the 72nd minute. You understand? 72nd minute, that's when the goal came in through, and it came in through as an equalizer because the side of Athletic Bilbao had already gone ahead to lead by 2-0. Nico Williams, 36th minute, and Sanadi in the 43rd minute. Then Dodi Lokebakio scored in the 60th minute, and Lucien came up and obviously scored in the 72nd minute. Though in the 89th minute, Robert Navarro came up and obviously made it 3 in favor of a team known as 3 in favor of a team called Atletico Bilbao. But it shows you that we really have a very good player, and I really like that about Lucien, that when Man United shows interest in you, all you have to do is to obviously raise up your hand and show everyone that I'm here to obviously see to it they put in the perfect shift altogether, to see to it that all goes our way. I really loved that about Lucien into the mix. Lucien is one of those players that United are really looking at, and a bid will obviously go in anytime from now, and we just can't wait to know at what time it will go in. But when it really does, I'll come here and really let you know that United have gone ahead obviously submit in their bid for the lad known as Lucien Amorim in there for you. So hope you guys are really having fun. Let's leave Lucien there and let's go to a player known as Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton has something to obviously tell us in here, and it's Samuel Lucas, correspondent for the Manchester Evening News for the Manchester United. With Heaton in his 40th year and Bayenda and Onana unlikely to start a 4th consecutive season as number 1 and number 2, Vitek is well positioned to promotion if he continues his solid start. Now, you know, one thing I've gone ahead to realize is simple. The manager of Manchester United is not into this shit, I tell you. He wants now completed players. He wants complete players that obviously going to come in and obviously do the job. He's not into this so-called shit of really developing players. And I know Vitek is a very good goalkeeper, and he has obviously gone ahead to perform very well where he has been, and he has been loaned. And I know it's the spirit in which United fans really want to see to it that a youngster comes in through and obviously puts in a very big shift altogether at the club of Manchester United. When you look at Vitek, he has, this season he's at Bristol City. Last season he was at Blue Ways in their Austrian league. So he has been there and he's really doing good. And he's just 21 years of age, turning 22 in September. His height is really, turning 22 in October. 1.98 meters for a goalkeeper is really a very beautiful height that you can obviously talk about in here onto the United Matters channel. But I think if chance is granted to the manager, and if at all brings in Lucien, you know, if he gets in Lucien, that means on the £100 million plus that was supposed to go in and fetch a player called, what's his name? Fetch a player called Baleba that we can no longer get right now. United will be having a balance of 63 or 65 million pounds. And when they're really having that money, you know what they will do. They'll obviously go to Diego Costa and obviously bring him in all Donnarumma. That's what United will do in there. So I don't see to it that this youngster can obviously be in between the stitches for the club of Manchester United in the coming games. I don't really see it. You know, I'll be lying to you that I see him really coming into this, but I don't really see him coming into such. So guys, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about United set to bid for a player called Lucien Agoumé, the French international that we talked about yesterday. You know, what do you make about him? And obviously, do you think the manager known as Ruben Amorim will obviously look in for the Vitek goalkeeper who United have gone ahead obviously coming through and really groom from the academy to see to it that all goes on well as playing the club of Man United. All that and more into the comment section below. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye-bye.